Welcome back to the Morning Show here on Arise News. Joining me now is our in-house analyst, Nena Hugo, with stories trending around the world. Hi, Nena.
Good morning, Toya.
Good morning, this beautiful rainy morning.
Beautiful? Okay.
Yes. Okay, so what's trending?
Okay. Well, passengers aboard a Southwest Airlines flight from Chicago to New Jersey described the moment a window on their plane cracked and expressed their relief after pilots safely landed the aircraft. There were no reports of injuries after Flight 957 landed safely on Wednesday after making an abrupt turn towards Cleveland while over Lake Erie. Witnesses said they heard a loud pop and then noticed the jagged crack in a window. Some on board immediately thought back to just 2 weeks ago when a jet engine blew apart and broke a window in a deadly accident aboard another Southwest flight. Dallas-based Southwest said that the plane was diverted to examine damage to one of the 3 layers in the window, but didn't immediately release details on how it was broken. Some passengers spoke about the incident. Let's hear what they had to say.
Like I said, we heard the crack, but everybody just started moving away from it.
Was there widespread panic?
We didn't panic, but it was controlled that, everybody just started moving around.
What were you feeling at that time?
Well, it was going in my mind at what had happened before, and, hoping that it wouldn't crack any further.
Honestly, they did a wonderful job handling it. We were very pleased with the way they took care of things. They let us know what was going on. They got us onto another flight. Obviously, they got us here safely. Pilots did a great job. It was wonderful.
And, a couple pilots when we were switching planes had said, been pilots for 40 years, never seen this happen before. So it's just unfortunate timing.
Unfortunately, it's his birthday today, so we're flying with him, and my mom said don't let him sit next to the window, but we let him sit next to the window.
I chose it.
And so we weren't the least bit worried about flying with Southwest. It didn't make us nervous in any way, shape, or form.
The flight was nice. I mean, like I said, no issues. The staff on the airline was awesome. They told us what was going on, and once the pilot inspected it and made the decision just for safety reasons to go ahead and divert to Cleveland, so landed in Cleveland. Once we were there, again, they had maintenance come on, take a look at it. A lot of people came on, took a look at the window and everything, and then they released us to another plane.
Yeah, so this is, a very scary incident to happen. I can't imagine. And again, it's Southwest, it's the same airline 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They had like the whole incident.
They just settled.
Exactly. They just settled all of that. So to have this happen again to Southwest, I don't know that anybody will be comfortable getting on that plane.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody will be comfortable patronizing the airline.
It's not looking good for them. And then, Southwest has always been that airline that you go to for the affordable rates. But now it's kind of like, no, my safety is more important than getting the cheapest airline flight.
It's almost like you're getting what you pay for. You pay little, you get little.
Are you?
You pay little, you get little.
You pay. It's not that. It's not that cheap to fly. And on top of that, you're at a risk of dying
or being blown out of a plane.
Exactly,
being sucked out. Yes.
It's not.
I really hope they fix all their planes, and it would be nice to see the authorities actually do like a thorough investigation and a report. Like I, as a passenger, would want to be able to read a report on all the Southwest Airlines. They really need to just check each plane.
Yeah, the QC.
One after the other, all of that, and then it's just really sad. Anyway, what else is trending?
Well, the 2 black men arrested while waiting at a Starbucks has reached a confidential financial settlement with the coffee chain and dropped legal claims against the city. The city of Philadelphia agreed to pay each man $1 and committed $200,000 to fund an entrepreneurship program for public school students. Dante Robinson and Rashawn Nelson were arrested on April 12th after a Starbucks manager called police to complain that they had not made a purchase and refused to leave. Police released the men hours later without charges. However, a video of their arrest was widely shared on the internet, sparking protests and calls for a boycott of the popular coffee chain.
$1 each. I'm a bit confused. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I read a little bit more about, that agreement, and I think it's not just in part from clearly the city, but also the men that, received it. I think they wanted to set an example like, hey, we're not here to take your money. We want to actually instill change. What you guys did was incorrect. So what are you going to do to actually fix it? Giving us money, yes, it's cool. but what can we do in the community to, spark that change? So I think this program will do just that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's sustained. Sometimes these things you get started and then it's hard to sustain it. So.
And it says they got $1 from Philadelphia State, but it doesn't say how much city, but it doesn't say how much they got from Starbucks. It just says they settled out of court. So they probably got some money. And then it's good to see that there's an entrepreneurship fund being funded, $200,000. Yeah, that's good. Does it really address the situation? I don't know. I don't know. Does it stop other? I know that Starbucks says they're going to be having a nationwide retreat or nationwide lessons. What's it called now? Training. That's it. Training for all their staff. So I really hope it makes a difference.
Well, I think the program will be good because let's be honest, Starbucks is a good place to go get your work done, whether you're an entrepreneur, you work remotely. So I think that was the idea behind it.
Right.
We'll see, how it plays out and, what other initiatives, because it's not just this isn't something you just do one and done. It has to be something that's continuous. So.
Yeah. And these guys, they've been on so many talk shows now. They've been on Good Morning America. They've been across the states. Yeah. I hope they use it positively. Yes, it was a bad incident. Yes, it wasn't something that was, it wasn't favorable to them, but now they have this platform. I hope they use it for something good.
Yeah. It's an opportunity for them.
Well, what else is trending?
Bill Gates has always been spookily prophetic when it comes to the future of tech. He predicted social media, smartwatches, instant online payments, and personal assistants decades before they reached our screens. Speaking at a discussion hosted by the Massachusetts Medical Society and the New England Journal of Medicine on Friday, he spoke about epidemics and pandemics. He warned that worldwide, we just aren't doing enough to prevent an epidemic crisis. Quote, there's one area, though, where the world isn't making much progress. End of quote. Gates warned the crowd, according to the Business Insider, that pandemic preparedness will cause a global crisis. Gates presented simulation by the Institute of Disease modeling that showed how a new flu similar to the one that killed 50 million people in 1918 would most likely kill 30 million within 6 months. Maybe we should listen to him. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
He's basically saying we need to do more in terms of epidemics, preparedness in terms of medical challenges. And it reminds me of when the Ebola started. I feel like Nigeria did a great job.
Yes.
Nigeria did a great job at curbing the Ebola endemic. It didn't really spread as much as people thought it would spread. So again, like you said, he's been very prophetic in terms of what to do, what to prepare for, all of that. So maybe generally, the world in general really needs to take a look at their systems. What systems are in place? If there's a disease now somewhere in China, how do we prevent it from spreading to America? How do we prevent it from spreading to Nigeria? But yeah, I like that he's just always on top of everything,
Let's think about the platform he has, and then his foundation. So I feel like he's, so much information comes his way, so he's always funneling it. He's always funneling it, and I think that we should, actually listen or take it upon ourselves to investigate, what he's telling us.
I agree. Okay, what else is trending?
Well, we can't get enough of the Kardashians, and now it's Kylie Jenner. The youngest of the Kardashian-Jenner dynasty is the latest cover star for ES Magazine's latest issue on newsstands May 3rd, and the 20-year-old new mom was interviewed by her sister Kim Kardashian for the issue. It's been quite a year for the 20-year-old Kylie. She has been named one of the biggest leaders in the beauty industry. Forbes estimated her net worth at $41 million this past December, with her own Kylie Cosmetics line, which had sales at $330 million throughout the year. And earlier this year, she had given birth to her first child, Stormi, with long-term boyfriend and rapper Travis Scott. Kim delved into the interview, asking her about the choice of her name. Quote, I really don't know how we thought of Storm. Travis insisted it was him, but I feel like it was me, and that kind of just stuck with us. And then I didn't really like Storm, so it became Stormi, end of quote. On the early stages of their motherhood, it's actually been the opposite for her. She feels like it's been an amazing opportunity being a mom and so much fun. She's learning so much about herself, and it's been an all-around great experience. On her thoughts about plastic surgery, quote, "I feel like if it makes you feel better, and if that's what you want to do, I'm not against it. Right now, I probably wouldn't do anything actually," end of quote. So Kylie's really like opening up, being herself, as much of herself as she can be in the public eye with this interview. And I think it's interesting that they had her sister interview her. So she was, it's fun, and, a little bit more relaxed.
Exactly. I was thinking that relaxed, because if it was a stranger, she probably wouldn't have opened up as much. But having her sister interview her, I think that was cute. And I mean, all the money she's made in the beauty business, and she's barely just started. I like the entrepreneurial spirit with the Kardashians. We bash them, we talk about them, all of that, but they are on the money, they know what sells, they push it, and they make money off it, and they have good lives, if we can say that. I know there's a lot of drama surrounding them. I mean, we talked about Kanye yesterday, and his slavery being a choice statement, but it's good to see that, one, Kylie's well, and two, she's letting us into her world, because that's what we've known them for.
I hope to see more good stuff come from her. This Kylie Lip Kit and all that,
all of that,
all her beauty. I wonder what other industry she's going to get into, because she seems like that type of person. She doesn't like to settle. Well, Senator representing Kogi West District Dino Malay arrived with the magistrate's court in Wuse, Abuja on a stretcher. The senator was arraigned on charges over his attempted escape from the police. Malay had jumped out of a police vehicle. Mabel Shegun Bello, the magistrate presiding over the court, granted him bail to the sum of 90 million naira.
And that's Dino Malay on a stretcher.
I don't mean to laugh, but
I
the
mean
incident.
to laugh.
The
I'm just not
incident.
laughing now, but honestly, I feel like I'm laughing inside. He is so entertaining. He's the most entertaining senator we've had in a while.
Yes. Okay.
We need a movie on his life. We need a movie, a skit, something on his life. So him coming to the court now on a stretcher. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, he made a statement if that's what he wanted.
Well, he did make a statement.
Yes.
Well, okay, let's move on to our photo of the day.
Drum roll. The photo is of NSYNC, the boy band, at the Hollywood Walk of Fame early this week. The group got their own star, and it was so interesting seeing them reunite for this purpose. In the picture, we see Justin Timberlake, Joey Fatone, Chris Kirkpatrick, Lance Bass, and JC Chazez pose with their brand new star. And if you grew up in the 90s, this must make you feel good.
This makes me feel good.
It does. It makes me feel really happy
Look at
to
this
see.
Picture.
Like,
all of them together.
I know. And, to be honest with you, I like how they seem to have remained so close.
Yes. And apparently they have a WhatsApp group. And I was reading up on that, and they say the most hilarious things in the group, and nobody else is allowed to read what's going on in the group. But Justin Timberlake, who is arguably the most successful amongst
he is the most successful.
We don't know what the others are doing. Maybe some of them are in real estate or tech or something, and they're making a lot of money. So yes, but I like that he's still with them, because a lot of times you see those groups and one person starts to act like brand new, like, you know what, I'm not going to... Right. Yeah, I don't want to be associated with you guys. I don't want to hang out with you guys. I don't want to do anything with you guys. Victoria Beckham.
Wow, shady.
Yeah, I did that. But yeah, so it's just good to see Justin Timberlake still with them.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the reunion of Destiny's Child at Coachella with Beyonce. So it's nice to see that.
Yeah.
These are all 90s favorites too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you, Nana.
No problem.
That was fun. We are going on a short break now, but stay tuned, because we'll be sharing our Rise Top 5 after the break. And it's all about the highest paid footballers. Stay with us.